Namaskar, this is Sunili welcoming you all to Planet to Soul Astrology. So friends, hope you all are doing wonderful and enjoying my videos. And yes, today I have come with very new topic. And yes, I remember that I have to make video on 8th house of chart, but that I am going to make next week. So yes, today we will talk about Mahadasha. You know, I would request all of you that you have to assess Mahadasha whenever you are assessing any type of event, or whenever you are predicting any type of event along with transit. Transit also is equal important to give you particular onset of any event, or it will associate your events, your achievements. Everything depends on the Mahadasha. Unless and until you know what is Mahadasha, it's of no use. Everyone knows that basic Mahadasha starts from Ketu. Why it starts from Ketu? Because Ketu is your seed, and when it is converting into a plant, that is your last Mahadasha. Ketu is something you left behind in any of your birth. That could be birth, that could be any birth, that could be male, female, whatever birth. We cannot justify that. But when you are coming on this earth, and if you are coming with Ketu Dasha or Rahu Dasha, one thing is very much clear, that you have lots of karmic baggages. This karmic baggages, one should not get afraid, because these karmic baggages are positive as well. It is not that always these karmic baggages are giving you negative fruits. No, not at all. In fact, we can say in other terms that you are blessed with a boon in this birth. But for that, since you learn understanding your own things after your childhood, whenever you are entering into your teenage, and then till your professional life, or your marriage life, or your social life is already ongoing, that time you have to regularly make tarpan to your ancestors. Tarpan means what? Tarpan means offering of any type of things which were liked by your ancestors. And if you do not know what they like, you can offer any type of milk made mithai or sweets. You know why I am saying you this? Because Rahu and Ketu Mahadasha born people are having special blessing hands of their ancestor, and to continue this blessing in a positive way, one has to give tarpan every time. You can do it every Purnima, every Sankrant, or every Amavasya. You can do it. You can select any day out of these 3 days, right? You can do it on full moon day, you can do it on dark moon day, or you can do it on 15th or 14th day when Sankrant is falling. That means when Surya is changing its sign, that time you have to do this remedy. I have started this video with this only, because people get confused that Rahu Mahadasha has gone, Ketu Mahadasha has gone. Even though you are not born in this Mahadasha and you are under Rahu Mahadasha or Ketu Mahadasha, still you have to do this remedy. This we can call it as a karmic remedy. Mantra chantings, or whatever chantings, or whatever spiritual practices you are doing, you have to continue with that also. It is not that you should not do that, but tarpan is very much necessary. You have to remember every ancestor of yours, even though you know them or do not know them. You just have to make them pranam, and you have to take blessings of them for your well-being, as well as your family's well-being, as well as the new generation which is going to enter into your life or who has already entered into your life. Isn't it so beautiful and so simple? So Mahadasha plays very important role. Now it is not mandatory that everyone will be born with Ketu or Rahu Mahadasha. Anybody can born with any Mahadasha. You can be born with Venus Mahadasha. You can born in Moon Mahadasha, Jupiter Mahadasha, Shani Mahadasha, Surya Mahadasha, Rahu Ketu Mahadasha or Mercury Mahadasha. Any Mahadasha you can born with. How you know that I am running this Mahadasha? Initially, whatever moon nakshatra you have got in your chart, that Mahadasha comes on your way as a first Mahadasha of your life. Say for example, your moon is falling in Aquarius sign and you are having Aquarius of Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra. Your moon is of Purva Bhadrapad Nakshatra in Aquarius sign. That means you are born with Guru Mahadasha. So first Mahadasha will start for you by Jupiter only. And after Jupiter, which Dasha will come? After Jupiter, then Shani Dasha will come. Then Mercury Dasha will come. And then Ketu Dasha will come. And when Ketu Dasha will come, that time your original karmic baggage which you are born with will start activating. That doesn't mean that during all these years it will not start. Definitely it will. But that time it will be more triggered because you are going to run Ketu Mahadasha. If your moon is of Bharani Nakshatra in your chart, then definitely your first Mahadasha will start from Venus. And after Venus, your Surya Mahadasha will fall. Right? And after Surya, then Chandra Mahadasha will form. So this way you have to assess what Mahadasha you are born with. The smaller Mahadasha you are born with, like 6-year Mahadasha, 10 years Mahadasha, 7 years Mahadasha, then you are enjoying the lengthy Mahadashas in future. If you are born in Mangal Mahadasha of 10 years, if you are born in Ketu Mahadasha, small Mahadasha, then after Ketu, immediately you are getting Venus Mahadasha. But in that Venus Mahadasha, you have to assess, you have to understand what Venus is holding for you in your chart, where your Venus is posited in your chart, how Venus is posited or how this Venus is acting with its nakshatra in your chart. Right? Even though your moon is of Bharani Nakshatra, Venus could be anywhere in your chart. Or your moon is of Mercury Nakshatra, say you are born in Jeshta Nakshatra, then first Mahadasha will be of Mercury. Then you have to see where is your Mercury in your chart. Throughout your life, this Mercury or moon Nakshatra will bless you abundantly. You should not give up worshipping, praising that planet, whether it is Rahu or Ketu also. They are shadow planet. We are putting planet name in front of them, right? So you have to worship those planets. Whatever Mahadasha you are running, you should never forget which Mahadasha you are born into. Mahadasha is something very deep science. How to read Mahadasha is a different topic. Maybe I will take one workshop on this because saying in this video is not possible in a smaller period of time. But definitely we will try to do one webinar on how to read Mahadasha and how to interpret Mahadasha and how you can recognize your events through your Mahadasha. But Mahadasha in your life plays very, very important role. Now second step, what you have to see, that where your moon is lying in a chart. First we talked about moon nakshatra. That nakshatra Lord Mahadasha you are going to start at first. If this moon is going in Trika Bhavas, that is 6, 8 and 12, specifically in 8th house of chart, then we call it as a Chandra, wherever is posited. So it is called it as a Bala Arishta. Bala Arishta. Bal Arishta. Bal means small child. Arishta means adverse. That doesn't mean that always it will give full negative fruits. Even though Balarishta Yoga is there, and if Jupiter, Venus is along with this moon or aspecting this moon, or in your chart, if Jupiter is in a good strength, in Navmansh also, and if this moon, whatever you are seeing in your 8th house, 6th house, or 12th house, in Navmansh Kundali, if it is changing its house, it is going in benefit house, then definitely this Balarishta Yoga is getting cut off. So in young age, maybe you may suffer from cough, cold, or any type of waterborne disease, but that doesn't mean that you should be afraid, right? So this way you have to assess that first, what is the nakshatra of moon and where this moon is posited in your chart. That will decide your whole life cycle. So many methods, so many dictas, so many things our sages have given us. We are so fortunate that we are getting all this knowledge, and our duty is to enhance this knowledge, to interpret this knowledge in a correct way, in a positive way, and not always thinking negative. Avoid talking negative. Always, this is the first dharma of any advisor. Avoid talking negative. You can tell the negative things in a much positive way, so that person can tackle the situation in a soothing way. Everyone is bound to get negativity in their life. Any type of negativity, like losses or illness or social stigma, whatever is there, everyone is going to suffer in different way, but there should be a proper way to give the advices also. So same way, if you are seeing that person is born with particular Mahadasha, Rahu, Ketu, Shani, no, this is not good Mahadasha, this all things will happen, now also you are running. No, first see which Mahadasha you are born and then come to the conclusion. So this was all about Mahadasha secret. Next time I will come with fresh topic. Do not forget to subscribe, share and like my channel, and yes, please do hit the bell icon so that you get all the notification of my videos. And as I always say, Sabka Mangal Ho, may all be blessed. Namaskar.